Hi, boys and girls. Here we are, round two. It's the end of the second grading period, so you're ready to make a budget for this Friday's movie. You'll be going to a movie, so you'll need to buy a movie ticket, and you'll also be going to the concession stand. So today you need to make some decisions about what concessions you want to buy. Before you start, put your eyes right here on the popcorn because let's talk a minute about the concession stand this time. In November, many of you went to the voting booth on voting day and voted for the things that you wanted most to see in the concession stand. And we took a couple of your top choices and put them in the concession stand this time for you to purchase. What happens when there's demand for something, a lot of demand? What happens to the price? And hopefully you said when there's a lot of demand for an item, the price increases or goes up. So you're going to notice that the number one choice that kids voted for to have in the concession stand was ice cream cups. And you probably noticed down below that ice cream cups made it on the list, but they're very expensive because there's a lot of demand for those. So let's get started. Here we go. Scroll down on yours. Yours, of course, is paper. You know you can always stop the video if you need to or rewind and play back if something didn't make sense to you. So please feel free to do that. Here we go. Go to box one. How much money did you earn? And you're going to notice in your box one that amount is already filled out because you got paid. Your last payday was last week and you got paid and we have a total. And so that total is right here in your box one. Double check your total is there. And then put your eyes on box two, and here's where you need to start making decisions. So, first decision to make, how much will your movie ticket cost? Man alive, look at these prices. Again, there was a lot of income this time, so ticket prices increased. They're very, very expensive. The front section is $22. Now, if you're in Mrs. Call's class, your front section is $24 because you had a little more income. You had $2 more. So your ticket prices are $2 more. And so front section is $22 if you're in Mrs. Ling or Mr. Olson's class. And general admission is $18.50. Now in Mrs. Call's class, that's going to be $2 more, so that'll be $20.50. So first things first, you need to make a decision about how much you want to spend on a ticket. Now, my income over here is not the maximum. The maximum I think was around $30.25 if I had done all my homework. But in this case, I have not done all my homework. I've made, the decision not to, unfortunately, and so I don't have as much to spend. So I'm probably not going to be able to buy a front section ticket today because I want to have enough to spend on some concessions. So I'm going to make a decision to get the $18.50 ticket. Now, if you have the maximum here and you want a front row seat, you will have enough to get the front row seat and still buy every item that you want down here. So just thinking ahead, if you're interested in a front section seat and you have the maximum or close to it of $30.25, you're going to be fine getting a front row seat here. So go ahead now, stop the video if you need to, and make your decision. Are you back? If you've made a decision and filled in the box here, you're ready to go to box three. How much now will you have left after you buy your ticket? So how will we figure that? It's a story problem. You started out with this amount in box one, and then you spent this amount in box two. How much will you have left? What kind of a problem is that going to be? Of course, it's going to be a subtraction problem. So right now, get your pencil. And on the first line, write your income. I had $24.75. You put how much you had. And once you got that, drop down and put your ticket cost. Mine is $18.50. Yours is might be different from mine. And it will definitely be different if you're in Mrs. Call's class, because that's not one of the choices. And then go ahead and subtract. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go over to the ones. 5 minus 0 is 5. Back up, 7 minus 5 is 2. Back up and put my decimal point in. I'm afraid I'm going to lose this guy and I'll have to move him over. Move over you. 4 minus 8, I can't do that. Big is on the bottom. I'm going to have to go next door and borrow one from him. I can't cross him out on my computer, so I'm going to have to remember he's a 1. Give that 10 to him, and he's a 14. 14 minus 8 is 6. And that my 1 now is that. 1 minus 1 is 0, so my total that I have is 625. And that's how much I have to spend at the concession stand. I'm going to drop down here and do myself a big favor, and I am going to run over at the top of box 4 over here and copy that amount again so that I can keep track of how much I'm spending. So $625, that's how much I have to spend. I want to make that bigger. $625, that's what I have to spend. Okay. So you go ahead now and stop the computer so you can subtract your ticket price from your income. Get a how much do you have left amount to spend. Drop it down to here. And once you're back with me, join me again. Are you back? All right, now you're ready to make some decisions in the concession stand. So let's see what we got here. What do I have over here? I'm going to move it a little bit. I have bottled water. Smalls cost 75 cents and larges are $1.25. I got ants on a log. Those are celery with a kind of a peanut butter that doesn't have nuts if you have an allergy in it. So these are celery with peanut butter and raisins. I got ice cream cups. That's a mystery flavor, so that'll be a surprise. Those are $2.50. I told you those are expensive. You can get a bag of popcorn for $1.25. You can get delicious cupcakes. They're homemade by your teachers. They are luscious. I have $6.25. How many things can I buy? I can get 5 things. Oh, and look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're not doing doubles today, so you have an option of getting 1 of each thing. Now, do I have enough for 1 of each? I don't think I do, just looking at this, but I'm going to make an estimate in my head just now so I can see what I have to think about. Let's see, ice cream $2.50. Jump down to cupcakes are another 2, $2.50 plus 2, that's $4.50, $5.75, $6.75, $7.50 if I get the large water. Nope, I don't have enough even if I got the small water, so I'm going to have to make a choice. I think I'm going to bypass the delicious, no, I want the delicious cupcake. I think maybe I won't get the popcorn, so let's try this. I'll get the small water for $75. I think I better keep track as I go. That's $0.75. I better go ahead and, jump him back up. This might be tricky. Get up there. 75 cents for the water. I'm going to go over here and subtract it. Now I can't do that on mine because mine, it's gonna make me jump over here. Maybe I can. Let's try it. Nope, I can't. So I can't subtract it here yet. So I'm going to have to do that later. But maybe I saw some kids last time doing it where they had their total up here and they were subtracting all the way down so that they could keep track of how much they had left. That was super smart. I can't do it on my computer, but you could do it on yours as you go. So if you need to do that, stop the computer and go ahead. Now I am going to get ants on a log because I love those. So those cost $1. Okay. And I am going to get ice cream because I love ice cream. That's $2.50. Okay. And I'm going to get a bag of popcorn. Oh no, I said I'm going to not get a bag of popcorn. So I will get a cupcake. Ooh, I think I'm going to be just right here. Let's find out. My delicious homemade cupcake. There are about 10 different flavors and they are beautiful. That's $2. Okay. I'm done making decisions. This is step 4. I haven't added them together yet, but go ahead and stop the computer so you can make your decisions. And when you come back, I'm going to go over here and to box 5 and add up all my concessions. Now you might be working right here in this box. I can't do that on my computer, so I'm going to have to add these up and put my total right here. So let's see. $1.75 plus $2 more is $3.75 plus 2/4 is $4.25. So, ooh, look at this, $6.25. That's just exactly how much I had to spend. This is my lucky day because now I run down to box 6. It says, how much will you have left? And how am I going to figure that? I started out with $6.25. I spent $6.25. How will I know how much I have left? Bingo, if you said subtract, you are absolutely right. I have $0 left. If you have dollars left, you should donate them because we start fresh for semester 3. Now, what I didn't tell you before, and I'm going to back up now and tell you, is if you did not have enough to buy a movie ticket, you need to go see your teacher about that because your teacher may have a way for you to earn some money, some extra money now to get a movie ticket. But meanwhile, I am finished. If you got down to box 6, you are finished. You need to go turn this into the turn-in box so your teachers can double check your addition and subtraction. And we'll see you at the movies. Bye-bye.